welcome to this special broadcast. I'm coming to you live from Patna, very close to where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to begin his 3-kilometer long road show. In the heart of Patna, we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, this is here where the Prime Minister will be sending a message to his cadres, to the supporters, that they have to be all charged up just ahead of the crucial first phase in which 131 seats go to polls. Remember, it's a two-phase election in Bihar. Prime Minister Modi has been campaigning extensively through the day. He was earlier in Ara. He held a public meeting also in Nevada, and now he is in Patna. Patna is among those districts which are going to polls in the first phase on 6th. Let me give you a sense of where I am. This is very close to the Dinkar Chowk. The significance of Dinkar Chowk cannot be missed. Ramdhari Dinkar has been a cultural icon of Bihar, who famously gave that slogan in 1974 of Sinhasan Khali Karo Kyunki Janta Aati Hai. Today, the Prime Minister will be garlanding the statue of the great poet and then beginning his 3-kilometer long road show. On both the sides of this road show, the supporters of the BJP and the voters of the BJP are present. They would want to get a glimpse of the Prime Minister. I remember interviewing Prime Minister Modi on the same streets of Patna in 2024. The sentiment then was euphoric. Mr. Modi himself was on the ballot. He was seeking re-election, and remember, Bihar then in 2024 had voted overwhelmingly for NDA, winning 9 seats out of 40 that Bihar sends to the Lok Sabha. Let me speak to some supporters who are here. These are residents of Patna, to get you a sense of what are their expectations of today. आप यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं. 1 घंटे से तो मैंने आप ही को देखा, आप खड़े हैं. क्या देखना चाहेंगे अभी? हम तो अभी मिनिस्टर को देखने आए.
हाँ, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को देखने आए हैं. अब बहुत खुशी है जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर मेरे थी में आ रहे हैं, बिहार में पटना आ रहे हैं. तो ये बहुत खुशी है जो ये है.
आप युवा हैं, क्या उम्मीद है भाजपा से?
भाजपा से हमको बहुत सारी उम्मीदें हैं. जैसे कि अगर एनडीए जीतती है तो बिहार में बहुत रोजगार मिलेगा और पलायन दूर होगा. बिहार से लोग बाहर नहीं जा पाएंगे. जो बाहर लोग जाते हैं छठ के समय में आते हैं, बहुत सारी कठिनाइयां होती है. बिहार में उद्योग बढ़ेगा, व्यापार बढ़ेगा, रोजगार बढ़ेगा. तो
20 साल से तो एनडीए की सरकार है.
हाँ, एनडीए की सरकार है तो 20 साल से है तो काम हो ही रहा है. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि नहीं काम हो रहा है. और फिर भी 5 साल और अगर बढ़िया से और सरकार रहेगा एनडीए की तो बहुत आगे तरक्की होगी.
युवा भी मोदी जी के साथ?
हाँ, युवा तो एकदम मोदी जी के साथ ही साथ खड़ा हुआ है.
मोदी जी के साथ या नीतीश जी के साथ?
मोदी जी के साथ है.
चलिए, you heard what some of those who have gathered here have to say. In fact, on this side, if Amit can pan and show, there is a high number of women who are present. Remember, women of Bihar have been a captive audience of Nitish Kumar. आज आप लोग यहाँ पर खड़ी हैं, मोदी जी को देखने आई हैं.
मोदी जी को देखने आए हैं. हाँ,
मोदी जी को देखने आए हैं.
2024 में भी खड़ी थी जब रोड शो उन्होंने किया था.
हाँ 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 हाँ.
आज भी आई हैं.
हाँ हाँ.
क्या उम्मीद है?
उम्मीद है जीतने का. हाँ.
महिलाएं क्या सोच रही हैं इस बार बिहार की?
मोदी जी को जिताने का.
चलिए, you heard and got some kind of voter meter right here as Prime Minister begins his road show. I'll be connecting with Aishwarya in just a bit, but a quick word from the 2 analysts who are joining us on this broadcast. Sajjan Kumar is with us. We also have Rajat Sethi. Rajat, you heard from the women of Bihar. You heard a voice also of the youth. The sentiment is clear that they want to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister, but at the same time, they have faith in the NDA.
Yes, Maria, I think this is the last weekend before Patna city and all the 14 seats in the Patna city goes into poll on the 6th of November. And I think Prime Minister will do everything to ensure that a positive a message is given through his roadshow. And I think this has now been a usual affair where Prime Minister comes in and marks the last weekend before the election, before the voting.
So those are the visuals coming in now of the roadshow having begun. Those are the visuals coming in of the Prime Minister's roadshow having begun. Any moment he will be crossing where I am. So So let's listen in and then I'll go back to Rajat Sethi. Rajat, just hold on to your thoughts.
एनडीए सरकार जो डबल इंजन की सरकार है वो विकास के पथ पे चल रही है और बिहार की जनता का आशीर्वाद चाहिए। यहाँ पे महिला कार्यकर्ताओं से मिलते हुए और उसके बाद यहाँ पे कोई पैर छूने की कोशिश कर रहा है तो उसको रोक रहे हैं प्रधानमंत्री। और इस मुलाकात के बाद एक कुछ 1.5 किलोमीटर के रोड शो का जो सिलसिला है वो शुरू होगा। रामधारी सिंह दिनकर महान कवि, उन पर पुष्पांजलि प्रधानमंत्री अर्पित करेंगे। पर यहाँ लल्लन सिंह, रविशंकर प्रसाद, नितिन नवीन जो कि कैंडिडेट हैं बांकीपुर से, संजय गुप्ता दीघा से भी जो कैंडिडेट हैं वो भी साथ में जुड़ेंगे। पटना शहर के जो तमाम कैंडिडेट हैं वो दो दो करके साथ में सवार रहेंगे। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी अब बढ़ रहे हैं प्रतिमा की ओर, रामधारी सिंह दिनकर की प्रतिमा की ओर प्रधानमंत्री बढ़ते हुए। और अपने आप में जो संदेश दिनकर साहब ने अपनी पंक्तियों से दिया वो कहीं ना कहीं एक तरीके से स्वर्ण अक्षरों में उनकी कविताएं गिनी गई और जनता के मन में उन्होंने घर किया। चाहे वो समाज के भेदभाव को लेके हो या व्यक्ति के व्यवहार को लेके हो। दिनकर साहब ने कहा था कि ऊंच नीच का भेद न माने वही श्रेष्ठ ज्ञानी है, दया धर्म जिसमें हो सबसे वही पूज्य प्राणी है। और यहाँ पे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी दिनकर साहब की प्रतिमा पर माल्यार्पण करते हुए जनता का अभिनंदन स्वीकार करते हुए अब निकलने वाले हैं दिनकर गोलंबर से और सवार होंगे वो उस गाड़ी में जो काफिला रोड शो। एक बार फिर से 2024 का रोड शो याद आता है, वाराणसी का रोड शो याद आता है। कैसे एक तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री का जो प्रेजेंस है उनका जो प्रचार रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं जो मोदी कार्ड है वो बीजेपी के लिए।
So the Prime Minister will be crossing where I am any moment now. But the cultural icon of Bihar, Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, being his statue being garlanded there by the Prime Minister. Sajjan, the BJP here is trying to give that historical context to this as Prime Minister sums up his day with this road show in Patna. He was earlier in Ara and in Nevada.
Yes, precisely. You see, Prime Minister is known to bring a fusion, rather a grand fusion among political, economic, cultural, historical, and certainly state-specific regional sentiments. So bringing a grand fusion among all of them. And Dinkar stood for nationalism, stood for anti-emergency when JP movement had just begun. Right, and that way he had his poem "Singhasan Khali Karo Ki Janta Aati Hai" to someone who always had a sort of a popular imagination for the rank and file. So certainly garlanding Dinkar, before that garlanding Karpuri Thakur when he visited Samastipur. So Prime Minister is trying to bring a grand fusion among that. And another factor that you see, Prime Minister is known to bring positive swing for the party, the NDA and BJP. So at Patna, when the first phase is on the 6th, Prime Minister's this step of garlanding Dinkar, the national poet and the icon, national icon, and certainly being from Bihar, having his very temperament, which was people-centric against the arrogance of the power. So here he is trying to bring all of them together. It's a package that Prime Minister weaves in his visit and during the election time. So certainly it's going to bring positive traction. The degree and intensity of that may be debatable, but that it will add certain positive traction to the kitty of NDA.
Absolutely. Yes. The entire campaign of the BJP begins from Samastipur, and now the Prime Minister here garlanding the statue of the cultural icon of Bihar, the great poet Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. So the historical subtext cannot be mixed. The Prime Minister, remember, also took a dig at the Congress and the RJD, the political opponents of the JDU BJP in Bihar, saying that they are a divided house, that they have much to explain, that the Congress did not have much say in the manifesto creation. Lot of questions being asked by the Prime Minister, and as he took dig at his political opponents, a word now from Aishwarya as the Prime Minister begins his 3-kilometer long roadshow. Aishwarya, with this, the Prime Minister's campaigning for the first phase comes to an end, and then he returns to Bihar post 6th for the second phase of campaigning.
Very clear. Every voter matters, and that's exactly what we are seeing out here. You know, the place where I am, I'm at a little bit of a height, Maria. I am showing you exactly what is happening here. The line that you are seeing, all these people, all of them waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. You know, the BJP flags flying high. In fact, let me tell you, let me give you a very interesting take of what women here, in fact, have to speak about. Shazia is with me. Shazia, आप लोग सब यहाँ पे खड़े हैं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का इंतजार कर रहे हैं. तो क्या आपको लगता है कि डेवलपमेंट होगा? प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी?
होगा, ऑफ कोर्स होगा, क्योंकि अब तक का डेवलपमेंट देख के ये फील होता है कि अब डेवलपमेंट और आगे बढ़ेगा बिहार, क्योंकि बिहार के डेवलपमेंट आज मेट्रो सिटी में काउंट हो रहा है बिहार, तो ये आगे का डेवलपमेंट के लिए बहुत बड़ा एक आगे का ये इंडिकेशन है कि अब जब अगर मोदी जी यहाँ पर आएंगे तो आगे हम लोगों का बिहार जरूर आगे जाएगा, बहुत आगे जाएगा.
Do you think for development, what is really required are policies, and those policies are something that the BJP is working on?
I hope exactly Modi ji has development, so
आपको लगता है कि होगा भी?
yeah, exactly होगा.
आपने पहली बार कभी मोदी जी को देखा है?
No.
No. You know, Maria, we are standing here on this terrace, this entire family. First time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly, first time.
These are the people who, in fact, are standing here waiting to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the first time. And this, on the other side, what you are seeing are these flags, the BJP flags that you see. In fact, let me tell you, the top leaders there, Vinod Tawade, Dharmendra Pradhan also, Union Minister, on the roads there. All of them are now inspecting the crowd. Those are the visuals that we are getting you. It is Vinod Tawade and the Union Minister, Dharmendra Pradhan, both of them inspecting the roads and seeing the kind of enthusiasm which is very palpable here.
Absolutely. Aishwarya, just 30 seconds ago, both Dharmendra Pradhan and Vinod Tawade crossed where I am. Of course, they are trying to ensure that the gathering is good, that there are significant presence of also the women as the Prime Minister's cavalcade, his jeep, arrives any moment now. You know, Rajat, the sense on the ground is that this is an election for Nitish Kumar, that Nitish Kumar remains the central pillar around whom this election in Bihar revolves. But as always, the Prime Minister here doing the heavy lifting for NDA as he sends that message that it is about all hands on deck. You know, this is typical aggressive BJP that we have seen election after election, that despite the ground reports coming in that they are doing well, they are not leaving anything to chance. They want to give their 100%.
Maria, they're trying to present a very stark contrast between, you know, a united house of the NDA and Prime Minister going in hammer and tongs against the disunity in the ranks and file of the Congress and the RJD. And I believe this is the contrast that he would want to build along and want the momentum to sustain. Very important seats of Patna, 14 urban seats of Patna will go into election. And I think it is these areas where BJP has consistently done well, and having a head start, a strong positive head start, is going to spill over also on the second round. So I think BJP won't leave any stone unturned. They will ensure that the last 2 days of voter outreach is done. Every single vote is accounted for and is taken to the voting poll, so that you know, polling happens at good numbers and there is no complacency built in. And I think it is very important, especially for the BJP voters and the urban voters, that there is no complacency. And I believe this is the reason why Prime Minister makes it a point that the last weekend before the polling, he tries to electrify the entire voting environment in a way which can enthuse his cadre, enthuse his voters to come in strong numbers and show at the polling stations.
You know, I have been on ground for the last almost 10 days now, and one thing is clear, that the BJP doesn't take anybody for granted, that the BJP is not taking the voters of Bihar for granted. They know that anything can happen, and that is the reason why You have top ministers on ground. You have Home Minister Amit Shah, Prime Minister Narendra Modi leading from the front. Dharmendra Pradhan, who has been Bihar BJP in charge of elections in 2010, has been on ground. He was election in charge in 2015 as well. Vinod Tavade has been campaigning. You have, MLAs and ministers from Haryana, from neighboring Uttar Pradesh, from Madhya Pradesh, from Jharkhand, being in charge of various prakhands or districts of Bihar to ensure that they have man-to-man marking of their supporters and voters. That's what you sense on ground here in Bihar, the kind of aggression that the BJP has, and they are ensuring that it is on not just on 101 seats that the BJP is contesting, but also on other seats that the BJP is not contesting, but on which their alliance partners are contesting. Let me go back to Aishwarya again. Aishwarya, can you see the Prime Minister now in your frame?
No, Maria, at the moment I'm not able to see the Prime Minister, but yes, what I'm able to see is that the people have now started to dance. They have now started to wave the BJP flag high. In fact, most of them now wanting to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In fact, the lady that I was speaking with, she's the one who just told us on India Today that this is the first time that she will be seeing Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So these are the people and these are the kind of cultural programs that are out on display on the other side of the road. Let me tell you, Maria, what this cultural program actually signifies, and we have seen this happening in the state of Uttar Pradesh also. Whenever Prime Minister Modi does these kind of road shows, it's the Indian
Just hold
culture
on to your thoughts. Hold on to your thoughts. I can see the Prime Minister now. I can see the cavalcade of the Prime Minister now moving. In fact, my video journalist Amit is capturing those visuals as his escort moves ahead, and there comes the jeep on which the Prime Minister is there, very clearly holding the road show. It's a 3-kilometer long road show. The Prime Minister there can be seen very clearly along with the MLAs and also Member of Parliament. Look, it's very clear that this is a form of campaigning that the BJP has mastered over the last few years. That in every poll-bound state, the Prime Minister does these road shows to galvanize his supporters, to send a message that they cannot, become complacent or take anything for chance, particularly in the run-up to the first vote which will be cast, or in the day particularly on which the vote will be cast. 121 seats go to polls on 6th. That is the day of the first phase of election, and this is largely in the districts around Patna. In all, there are 14 assembly constituencies which are there in Patna district. Patna has been voting for the BJP, so it's not much of a surprise. But then it is almost like, capping up his day-long campaigning with a public meeting in Ara, another public meeting in Nawada district, and now Prime Minister here in Patna as he holds that road show. His cavalcade has started moving. We have started getting those visuals. And Sajjan, when we look at this form of campaigning, many would say Patna is anyways going to vote for the BJP. Then why is the Prime Minister holding a road show here?
Yes, Maria, because you see wherever you go, whichever district you go to, Mithila, Darbhanga, you go to Tirut, and you will find that they expect Prime Minister to have a rally there because they expect it to add momentum. But I think Patna has been chosen strategically because you do not have much time left, and therefore you need to do it into the capital at the heart of the state. And therefore it sends a message more than the voters. What BJP needs at this juncture is to galvanize its cadres and workers so that they ensure that their core constituency of NDA, they step out and vote. Because when you are in power for 20 years, it always has two aspects which may go against you. One, a sense of complacency, as you pointed out, and two, the heightened aspiration which doesn't get fulfilled, and therefore you feel some sort of dissonance. So to bring a sort of coherence and galvanize the voters so that not only you attract the others, you retain your core, but also ensure that the core constituency step out and go to vote. So Mera Booth Sabse Mazboot kind of a strategy. So Prime Minister has chosen the heart of the state to galvanize the voters, the cadres and workers, so that now it is time not to win over, because already mind it, the social constituency based on caste community, based on gender, based on age, based on occupation has been set. What is important at this juncture that you ensure that they come out and vote, and that is the job of the workers and the cadres, and therein comes Prime Minister's rally at the heart. Because mind it, the opponent may be out of the power, but their support base is also quite intact and assertive, and therefore BJP cannot afford to take any chance. They cannot afford to let go of any slippages, and that is why Patna is somewhere wherein they can have representative, and that will send a visual and imagery that will resonate. And that is why when you have limited time, you choose the place which resonates with the state. And mind it, 6th November, when first page is there, it's the inner circle of Bihar. If you take the map, it's like we have sliced two circles. So periphery majority is going to vote on second phase, but in and around Patna, you see overwhelmingly they are voting on 6th. And that is why Patna has that sort of centrality. Yes, Maria.
Absolutely. So 121 seats go to polls in the first phase in Bihar, and the remaining seats go to polls, that is 122 in the second phase on 11th, and the results, of course, on 14th. But the brand here, brand Narendra Modi, in the context of Bihar, Rajat Sethi, a strong brand, a strong, Mr. Modi is the mascot of the BJP. Remember, there is only one leader who has pan Bihar acceptability, which is Mr. Narendra Modi. There is no state leader in Bihar who has that kind of acceptability. So Rajat Sethi, let's talk about brand Narendra Modi, and then we juxtapose this in the context of Bihar.
So Maria, you've been a long-time journalist. Have you ever seen any political leader of any hue and color, any political ideology, having people take out aarti thalis and trying to do aarti of a leader from their balconies? It's just a rare visual, which I believe will be recorded in history, would be recounted long after this time, and you will see that the kind of fan following that he had was unparalleled, and I believe he singularly has the capacity to tilt the elections from one side to the other. He's been doing it for the past 11 years at the national scale. Unprecedented. I have no words. And I believe any election which might be stuck because of, local anti-incumbency or anything of that sort, pivots around him, and then you see things fall in favor, fall in his
the shots continue
over
to
and
come.
over again.
Yes. The visuals are continuing to come of this roadshow which is happening in Patna. Earlier today, remember, Prime Minister held two public meetings, one in Ara, another one in Nevada. What did he say? Why did he come out all guns blazing against the Mahagathbandhan? Listen into some sound bites as we continue to show those visuals of Prime Minister Modi's roadshow. All right, so we can see now the movement of the Prime Minister's cavalcade, which has started coming in. Amit, if you can zoom in and show those visuals which are being captured on my camera here. 2020 to 2025 Bihar. It's a sharp shift, clearly. If 2020 was about anger against Nitish Kumar, 2025 Bihar is about affection towards Nitish Kumar. He is seen as the man who did for Bihar what nobody else had done in the past. If 2020 Bihar was also about Prime Minister Modi and the discussion around the food on the plates of the migrants in the context of the COVID lockdown and how Mr. Modi ensured distribution of that to, food being given to 80 lakh people. This election is very different. This election is around Nitish Kumar and Prime Minister Modi is here. The presence of Mr. Modi certainly positions the BJP and galvanizes his cadre, sends a message to the cadres and the supporters of the BJP that if the man leading from the front is putting in so many hours. Okay, so let's listen in to some audio which is coming in from the ground. Heard the sounds of this rally where I am. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Patna holding a 3-kilometer long roadshow. It began 20 minutes ago and he is yet to cover more than 2 kilometers of this roadshow. The mood on the ground is euphoric. Mr. Modi, a popular leader, Mr. Modi sending a message that he is leading from the front, that he remains among the people when it comes to, this is an important election. 2025 Bihar will set the tone for the 5 states which go to polls next year. And okay, no, we have the visuals now of the Prime Minister, so we'll play those bites of the rally a little later in the day. Prime Minister Modi will be coming into our frames any moment now. The mood here on the ground is electrifying. The mood is certainly of, cheering for the Prime Minister, welcoming him. And as we have seen, 2020, Mr. Modi did the heavy lifting. The BJP emerged as the single largest party, and it was because of the BJP's performance of 70% strike rate that the NDA went on to form the government 5 years ago. Will it be the case even this time around? Remains to be seen. But certainly, the mood on the ground is euphoric, and the sense is that when it comes to, yes, here he is. Here he is, the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, doing the road show. His cavalcade is moving slowly, and he is interacting with the supporters and supporters of the BJP, telling them that he is among his supporters, he is among his voters, that he is here to ask for votes, that he wants to get their support. I'm again a word now from Sajjan Kumar. Sajjan, just look at this. Mr. Modi holding the road show. He's waving to the people, and we are capturing those visuals now on my camera. There is a media van which is moving ahead of him, and here comes Mr. Modi. Standing next to him is Lalan Singh, the JDU leader, and other leaders of other alliance partners. Prime Minister Modi holding the lotus, the party symbol, and he is waving at the people. The Patna Sahib MP is also present here. He is Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad and other leaders of the BJP in attendance as Prime Minister Modi holds this roadshow in Patna. Let's listen in to the sounds which are coming in from the ground. BJP and its election-winning machine, long and about Mr. Modi and multiple forms of engineering and campaigning, multiple forms that till the last day, till the moment the vote is counted, they will not leave anything to us. They will cut the strong rooms, and they will also ensure that there is man-to-man marking so that every voter of the BJP actually steps out of their homes and actually goes to the poll.
Now the road show underway in Patna. Prime Minister Modi there on your screens. As was planned, Prime Minister Modi started that road show from the Dinkar Golambar, and now he's moving through the streets of Patna. Many have come over there to catch one glimpse of the Prime Minister. An intense battle is being fought for the state of Bihar, and Prime Minister, one of the biggest faces and campaigners, is there today.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
On your screens, you can see all the people, the Karyakartas as well of the BJP standing there on the sides and welcoming him. Let's go back across to Maria, who's there on the ground. Maria.
Yes, so Anjali, temporarily, because of the jammers, from the security point of view of the Prime Minister, the audio went down. But yes, let me go to Sajjan and Rajat, who continue to be with us. Rajat, we are looking at the Prime Minister leading from the front, again sending a message that nothing can be left to the chance. So election winning machine that we talk about, the new BJP, Sajjan, is for a reason. The opposition can, why not just copy this model? They are not doing that. All right, Aishwarya, coming into you now. Aishwarya, you know, we talk about the election winning machine of the BJP. It's evident, Prime Minister leading from the front and the supporters of the BJP everywhere actually ensuring that when it is about the voting, every voter has to come out of their homes to cast their votes.
Enthusiasm is quite palpable. Now, will you be able to see that all this transform into votes? We'll be able to tell you only on the 14th of November when the results will be out. But yes, one thing is very clear. It is brand Prime Minister Modi, it is brand Narendra Modi. That has not diluted even one bit here in the capital of Bihar, in the city of Patna. People, in fact, let me tell you, all of them out here waving the flowers now being showered on the people, all that you see. And let me tell you, this has been the thing which is very, very clear. From the starting till the end point of the road show, all that you see are the saffron caps, the flag of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The mood here in the city of Patna quite palpable. Prime Minister Modi has been the face of the BJP since 2014 and it continues to be the same. People are turning out in large numbers. Prime Minister Modi, let me tell you, has been extremely aggressive during his campaigning. He's been taking pot shots at the Congress party and has also been taking pot shots at the RJD, particularly at the Yadav family. Very, very clearly, Prime Minister Modi has been telling the people of the state of Bihar that do not forget what the Jungle Raj was, and there is a reason why it was called the Jungle Raj, because lawlessness at its peak, the kind of gruesome murders that used to happen, and you also need to remember who Shahabuddin was and what his son Osama is doing now. Also, you need to remember that it's the RJD which has now given a ticket to Shahabuddin's son Osama. Now, this is just a glimpse, a trailer of what will happen just in case the RJD and the Congress, the Mahagathbandhan, comes back to power. This is what the top leadership of the BJP has been speaking about it. In fact, it was Home Minister Amit Shah who, in Siwan, very clearly spoke about the fact that even if there are hundreds of Shahabuddins, they will not be able to terrorize the Biharis now, the people of the state of Bihar. So the BJP, very, very clear in the message that they want to send out to the people. And let me also tell you, it's Nitish Kumar who, in fact, has been going out and meeting people. Has been doing it over the past almost 4 to 5 weeks, and in fact a lot of people now go to his house to meet him. So Nitish Kumar also has been giving out a message very clearly asking the people to vote for the JDU and to remember the kind of development that has happened in the state of Bihar over the past many years. Do not forget what those 15 years, those Jungle Raj days were. And it's a fact. A lot of older people, in fact, have told me that people used to fear stepping out of their homes and they used to fear even crossing certain areas across the length and breadth of the state of Bihar after 5 p.m. That was the kind of fear that had gripped the state of Bihar. And that's exactly why you see this word palayan being used again and again, because people had no option but to leave their homes and leave the state of Bihar. But now what you are seeing is the changed Bihar. And that's something which is very, very clear out here. Most of the people now moving out. Most of the people here had gathered to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Aishwarya, you know, interestingly, as we have been saying, this is an important public messaging which is coming in from the Prime Minister. In 48 hours, the campaigning for the first phase on 6th comes to an end, and then then all eyes will be on the voter turnout for the first phase, which is on the 6th. The BJP is going all out in the 101 seats that the party is contesting, but at the same time, it is not leaving the other seats which its alliance partner, including Nitish Kumar's JDU, is contesting, which is contesting on 101 seats again to chance. They are ensuring that there is mobilization, that there is vote transfer. That is the big challenge. Remember, in 2020, the vote transfer from the BJP to the JDU did happen, but did not happen the other way around. And then there was the Chirag factor, which meant that Chirag Paswan's LJP fielded on candidates on all those seats on which JDU was contesting, and JDU's performance was dismal. They were reduced to 45 seats, but Nitish Kumar, of course, continued to be the Chief Minister of Bihar. As this is an election around Nitish Kumar, whether Bihar will vote for the Chief Minister they have trusted for 20 long years, that remains to be seen. But the messaging certainly is that the BJP-led NDA, the JDU-led NDA is going all out to ensure that its cadres are mobilized, that its supporters are mobilized at the same time. Let me bring in Sajjan now. Sajjan, you have been, covering Bihar in the form of your surveys. What is it when we capture in terms of the meta trend or the subtext? Nitish Kumar remains a very popular Chief Minister in terms of his likability and acceptability.
Yes, Maria, before trend, let's talk about patterns and patterns in different pockets of Bihar. So we do see still Nitish Kumar's centrality in this election is undisputable. And that's one central factor, and that is why the opposition is entirely targeting Nitish Kumar, not saying that he has not delivered or something, but either they are saying that Bihar needs more, or they are saying that he has been there for 20 years. And that's not a very aggressive and persuasive pitch. So centrality of Nitish Kumar. So what is the pattern? So in terms of the pattern, if you see different regions, what you find that certainly, say, for example, the majority of area that is going into the first phase, particularly the Bhojpur, Shahabad region, Patna and Magad region, there you expect the NDA and Nitish Kumar votes increasing because last time they were split. But the moment you cross the Ganges, and in the first phase, I am talking about the Tirhut, and you also go to Mithila, there you find a neck to neck, and maybe you find because this time the opposition is also very clear that Nitish Kumar core constituency comes from the weaker, OBCs, etc. So they are also trying to give representation from the opposition side. And therefore, you find that Nitish Kumar now is in a position wherein he needs to not only retain his core, but also persuade them that he is the future. So this is one centrality. So one pattern is we are finding that, yes, Nitish Kumar core vote is secure compared to 2020, but you also find that this time opposition also is bringing a couple of more caste and community to its kitty. The opposition, if Nitish Kumar and NDA is more about gender and women, the Tejaswi and opposition is trying to target the male youths on the plank of the jobs. So this time the politics of aspiration, you find of competing promises, and these competing promises have captive constituency. Within that, the pattern is that the NDA fold still is relying on the core constituency of Nitish Kumar, that is women, EBC and Mahadalit. And this time you find overall, barring some degree here and there, that sort of an equation is there. But on the other hand, when it comes to other pattern, that is politics of aspiration. The opposition, particularly Tejasvi, is also sending the right signal among the youths, not just within his core constituency, but also among a couple of more caste and communities. So that's where neither Nitish Kumar nor Prime Minister Modi can take any chance. Also, you find this time that among the women, what would be the degree of consolidation behind Nitish Kumar, the captive vote bank? We cannot say, but that more women will vote for JDU and NDA because you have Nitish Kumar and Modi, that thing is given, right? So as per the pattern, you find in certain pockets, NDA tally is expected to increase. That falls in the first phase, but the moment you cross the Ganges and go towards North Bihar, you find that Gathbandhan is also not expected to do bad, right? Because it has also given representation to some of the constituency like EBCs and non-Yadav OBCs, who basically have been considered NDA's core constituency. So politics of aspiration is competing this time, right? And this time you have 20 years of Nitish Kumar as a reference. And this time you have Tejasvi, who is appealing that he should be given a chance. And Tejasvi is careful this time also that he should be distanced from the kind of politics that his father signified in 1990s. So that way you find opposition also very customized, careful. 3, you look in terms of the larger trend, you have more secure votes within NDA because of the Chirag Paswan factor and Nitish trying to win over the women and consolidate them again. But the moment you try to see opposition strategy, the way they have distributed the ticket, the way they have made a job in every family, whether it's doable or not, but the kind of plank they want to create among youths around unemployment, it has also its takers.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's try and speak to the youth who have gathered here. We have someone who is carrying this small poster which says Modi Sangh Bihar.
Yes.
Both of you are here. आप लोग दोनों Prime Minister Modi के रैली में थे. क्या मूड है बिहार में?
Bihar once again wants Nitish Kumar as CM because the kind of work that Nitish Kumar ji has done from 2005 to 2025, it's phenomenal. No one has done ever since the 1947. And the most important thing, the kind of work that you are a lady, you are a woman, ma'am. Ma'am, the kind of work that Nitish Kumar ji has done for women, it is phenomenal. No one has ever done.
You talk about the youth.
Yes, yes.
युवाओं के लिए क्या किया?
Yes, the transparency in government job. Government job is one of the biggest issue in Bihar, and the kind of transparency that we have seen in government job, it's phenomenal. And this is why, ma'am, we again want Nitish Kumar as a
So transparency in jobs. आपका क्या issue है इस बार?
मेरा इशू क्या केंद्र में मोदी सरकार रहे और बिहार में बदलाव हो।
बदलाव हो।
बिल्कुल।
कौन बदलाव?
बदलाव में जो भी आए, जो भी सरकार बने वो युवाओं के लिए
बदलाव होना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल।
देखिए, बिहार में वाकई में 2005 में जब कुछ नहीं था, जब बिहार में जंगल राज था, जब रोड पर आप रिपोर्टिंग नहीं कर सकते थे, उस समय जो है नीतीश कुमार और एनडीए की सरकार जो है उस समय जो है बिहार को निकाला उस चीज से। लेकिन अभी जो है ना, बहुत ज्यादा मतलब एक ही सरकार को बार बार रख करके कुछ नया के लिए हम लोग चाह रहे हैं। हम लोग युवा जो चाहते हैं कि नया कुछ हो, बदलाव हो। जैसे प्रशांत किशोर का विचार मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है, लेकिन इसमें क्या है कि प्रशांत किशोर अभी नए नए आए हैं, तो विश्वास करना मुश्किल है, लेकिन ऐसा लग रहा है कि प्रशांत किशोर जो है कुछ अच्छा बिहार के लिए कर सकते हैं।
Ma'am, I just want to say one thing. Government job is not at all solution because government job is limited. And we want more and more investment in Bihar. We want more and more companies should come and invest in Bihar.
Yes. These are the thoughts of the youth of Bihar. So certainly when it comes to, this is an important constituency, remember, under the age of 25, between that age group of the voting age of 18 to 25, they are close to 52%. So that's why we say in terms of its electorate, Bihar has one of the youngest electorate, but this electorate is disillusioned. There is a great degree of despondency among them. They are speaking in multiple voices. Some of them align with the aspirations of Nitish Kumar, what he signifies, others may not be. So certainly multiple voices coming from the ground. As we continue to build up to this conversation, and the first vote which will be cast on 6th. Aishwarya continues to be with us. Aishwarya, Prime Minister Modi on road in Patna is sending a message that he is leading from the front. That when it is about this election, he wants to send a message to Bihar that just as 2024, when he was on the ticket and Bihar voted overwhelmingly for Mr. Modi, they should look at NDA this time around very favorably.
Well, definitely, Maria. This is the message loud and clear, and we have seen how over the course of the last few days, it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who's been very, very aggressive. He's been pinpointing exactly what Jungle Raj was. Now, if you remember, on the 30th of October, in fact, he spoke about the 24-year-old kidnapping case of the 5-year-old child Kolu. We have been to the village of Kolu. We have spoken with the people. In fact, I also spoke with the family members, and they all spoke about the fact that what happened that day during those years, their family cannot forget. And this is exactly the plight of the older people here in the state of Bihar. They do not want to forget what those days were like, and this is exactly what has been the poll plank of the BJP and the entire NDA. Tejasvi Yadav also, let me tell you, is shying away from making certain thing, is not speaking about what next will be done. When we speak about the lawlessness, then it is the BJP and the JDU, both of them time and again speaking about the fact that this is something that they will work for. In fact, if you look at the 25 promises that have been made, the NDA jointly has made sure that they touch each and every segment. Women especially, let me tell you, Maria, I have spoken with a lot of them, and all of them believe that the kind of development that they have seen, especially the safety issue. Maria, let me tell you, I come from the state of Uttar Pradesh. Safety has been a big concern in both the states, in Uttar Pradesh as well as in the state of Bihar. And women in the state of Bihar believe that lawlessness has been curbed to almost zero over the last many years. And this is what they are expecting the NDA government to do henceforth also. Maria.
Yes, safety, security, again back on the minds of women of Bihar. They are sending a message that the man who has ensured them empowerment. Remember when Nitish Kumar came to power in 2005, in November. In 2006, what did he do? His first scheme was giving cycles to young girls who were passing out of class 9 so that they can travel and complete their school and go ahead in their education. Then came 2007, which was about 50% reservation for women in Panchayat. Thereafter, Nitish Kumar announced 35% reservation for women in police force in Bihar. Went on to say also this, that when it is about women, he will ensure a prohibition or sharab bandi, which of course is debatable whether it has been implemented effectively in Bihar or not. But let me bring in Sajjan again. Sajjan, it's a crucial constituency which could have been fatigued with the fact that Nitish Kumar, of course, has nurtured them and they have been his loyalists for nearly 15 years. They have been energized because of this 10,000 rupees which has come from Mukhyamantri Yojana. It's not coming in from the center, it's coming in from the Chief Minister, Nitish Kumar, the man.
Is nurturing and consolidating the constituency. Now, on the positive side, you see it's, as you pointed out, starting from the bicycle to 50% reservation to 30 in Panchayat body elections to 35% in police to prohibition. And now you see the Mukhyamantri Rozgar Yojana. It's a continuous, not just one of the policies. It's the continuation nurturing of that constituency. Now, that way you find among the women sympathy, a soft corner, and overwhelmingly trust with the leader, right? And that is where Nitish Kumar constituency among the women is the central plank of not only JDU, but entire NDA. Yes, there is a sense of fatigue because today women and electorates are aware that it's not about the development, it's about the pace of development, it's of the degree of development. And therein they compare the pace of development in Bihar with that of other state, because the aspiration has gone national. So to that extent, they expect more. And whatever fatigue and whatever some sort of expectation from the government that you hear from the women as in constituency is precisely because Nitish Kumar for the first time triggered and gendered centric aspiration, and that aspiration expects more and more delivery in terms of governance, opportunity, and conducive ambience for their empowerment. So to that extent, yes, there is desire for more delivery on part of the government, and they may complain that yes, Nitish Kumar is the one who is delivering, but they want more. But that nowhere means that they are willing to abandon Nitish Kumar, jump the gun, and endorse alternatives. Particularly among the women, I am telling you, even among the core constituency, whether they vote on the basis of their caste identity, community identity, because decisions many a times are taken in consultation with the family members. But when you ask about Nitish Kumar, you will find a gender difference wherein find the male voters may be more willing to consider caste community equation at the micro level. The women will say that they have been getting benefits, and those benefits has a name, the brand. And that is why, as you pointed out, the latest consolidation of that constituency is the Mukhyamantri Rozgar Yojana, and that's the flagship scheme in this election, which is the anchor of entire NDA campaign plank. And Mukhyamantri Rozgar Yojana is not just named after the prefix Mukhyamantri, but also the funding is entirely of the state government, right? So it's Nitish Kumar delivery, continuation of the plank. And therein you find the women and minded 2006 9th class girls who got bicycle. Many of them today are mothers. They remember with nostalgia, and the story goes into the family. So while you find among the youth, among the male youth, some sort of divergences with regard to the options, when it comes to the women and particularly the female youth, you still find Nitish Kumar emerging as the most trusted figure, even when we are considering Nitish Kumar not being what he used to be. Okay. So that way, that one half the constituency is something that is giving a strong edge to the NDA despite 20 years of continuous incumbency.
Yes, and interestingly, even those who may be saying that they want more, it's because their aspiration has been met by this man. That's why they're asking for more while saying that Nitish has done so much. So they have faith in him and his model. Okay.
वोट के माध्यम से बटन दबाकर
Kirpal Yadav, their BJP candidate who's contesting from one of the constituencies in Patna, they're speaking to the media. Let me bring in Maushmi Singh, who's tracking this roadshow of the Prime Minister. Aishwarya continues to be with us. Maushmi, you spoke to Patna Sahib MP Ravi Shankar Prasad just few minutes ago. You're capturing the euphoria on ground. Where has the Prime Minister's cavalcade now reached?
So we are in Bakarganj. We walked all the stretch from Dinkar, Golambar, Maria. We saw you on the way. And now, behind me you can see Prime Minister's cavalcade as it goes towards Udyog Bhavan. People in this market are walking with the cavalcade, a little behind from the cavalcade. And there have been small stages that have been put. We can see that people have been welcoming the Prime Minister at every 500 meters. There's a stage like this that has been put, flower petals being showered. So this is a time when the NDA has put in all its might, a show of unity of sorts. We saw that in 2024 when Prime Minister Narendra Modi took out that roadshow along with Nitish Kumar, and this time around Lalan Singh is joined the bandwagon with PM and all the other candidates. So this being a very interesting stretch, Maria, because as you would know better that from Bakipur to Kumrar, both these constituencies and candidates are being, they are being campaigned for, along with all the other candidates in the Patna city. So in the Patna constituency or Lok Sabha constituency. Right now we can tell you that Gandhi Maidan, near Gandhi Maidan is where the Prime Minister's cavalcade is reached, and this after a trailblazer of an attack on the Mahagathbandhan, saying that they are disunited, they are cobbling for power, there's a tussle going on, and using that jargon called Kanpatti par katta rakh ke Congress se CM ummeedwar kehlwaya gaya. After that, he just comes down to Patna and puts up a show of unity with his Mahagathbandhan, with his NDA allies. So very interesting power play there.
Absolutely. It's interesting how things are stacking up in the run-up to the first phase. Remember, the campaigning ends on 4th and the voting for 121 constituencies will be held on 6th. Aishwarya, a word from you, and then we'll be playing all those sound bites of what the Prime Minister said earlier today in Bihar. Aishwarya, if you heard me, how much more of the stretch of the Prime Minister roadshow which is left now?
Well, Maria, from the place where I am standing, from what I am understanding at the moment, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, we will see the roadshow getting over, and then from what we understand, Prime Minister Modi will be going to the Patna Sahib Gurudwara. So this is the kind of work that Prime Minister Modi does just in 24 hours. He's spoken about the fact that if you make sure that RJD and Congress come back, very sharp attacks there, and then all smiling across the roadshow, made sure that all the allies, all of them were on that truck. Prime Minister Modi waved throughout the roadshow, and people were also very, very excited. All that I can see from up here was the fact that people took out the phones and all of them wanted to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The roadshow will get over in the next 10 minutes, and then we will see Prime Minister Narendra Modi going to the Patna Sahib. And then after that, from what we understand, Maria, there will be a dinner of all the NDA leaders. Now in this dinner, what needs to be done next? The strategy is something that Prime Minister Modi will be looking at. Let me tell you, Home Minister Amit Shah, he's already been camping in the state of Bihar. He's been in Patna over the past few days, and he will remain in Patna for the next few days. So the BJP will make sure that the strategy is on the point. The state of election, the state of Bihar, very, very crucial for them, and also this will give an opportunity to point fingers at the loopholes. In fact, let me tell you, from what I understand, some people in Congress and RJD believe that the seat sharing should have been done earlier, and they also believe that they should have presented a united front, and that is exactly what the Prime Minister Maria also spoke about, that they are themselves fighting with each other if they come to power. Just imagine what will happen. A warning of sorts being given by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.